daylight. I wake up feeling like you won't play right. That is the beginning of Redbone by Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. I don't like the name Childish Gambino, but also I don't know what it means. Perhaps if I knew the origin of the name, I would be less critical of it. And that goes for like a million things that I think negatively about. Because I will judge you. I will judge a book by its cover. Despite what what other people will tell you. Don't judge a book by its cover. Judge the book by its cover. Judge it harshly by its cover. You look bad, you're getting judged harshly. Because that's your cover. That's your representation. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm saying some of these things and I'm like, should I say that's not how I really feel, or should I just leave it up for interpretation? I think over time people will realize what I really mean, my true feelings, yada yada. But I don't know. I guess part of me enjoys just talking shit. That's just the stock that I come from. That's just how I was raised. I talk shit. My sister talks shit. My mom talks shit. We talk shit together. It's great. You talk shit. You talk shit. And if you say you don't talk shit, I mean, I've known people that are for sure going to heaven, angels. They're practically already in the sky, angels. And they talk shit. So, yeah. Alright, okay. So I want to get into, oh my god. Oh my god. I feel good today. Morale is high. By the way, my thoughts are my own and not representative. Not a representation of my employer or anybody who gives me money. These are my thoughts. Thank you. All right. So my sister sends me like 90,000 TikToks. I watch a lot of them, but sometimes it gets overwhelming. New this week is going to be pictures, but we'll get into that. I have to edit that in the post, I've learned. Edit that in the post, unless I have a producer who can pull it up now. Okay. My sister sends me like a fuckload of TikTok. She's significantly younger than me. She'll be 20 soon. I am 28. So she sends me like a fuckload of TikToks. I don't have the app. Anyways, I'm just too old for it. I'm just too old for it. I'm like not dancing and doing all the, come on now. Come on now. I'm mature. I talk shit into a microphone. That's what I do. I don't dance to fucking. Anyways, this chick posted a video. You've probably seen it. And if you haven't, I'm just going to put the thumbnail up. Or not the thumbnail. I'm going to edit the image into this video. So that's going to be new this week. But this chick is in her car. Oh my God. I'm looking at it right now on my computer. She's in her car recording herself like having a panic attack. Why? Well, I know the why. Actually, I'm going to tell you why. But also why? I mean, let me make sure this fucking recording audio. Okay, yeah. She's in her car, like freaking out, clearly having a panic attack, which I don't want her to have a panic attack. Look at that, the way I just smiled in that moment. I'm clearly a demon. Compared to some people, I'm definitely a demon. Anyways, and she's just having a panic attack, and then she she edited herself. Like, I don't know how TikTok works, but she's having a panic attack, but her face pops up, and she's like, this is what it's like. She's like posting her breakdown on social media. purely for likes and support. And so I do feel two ways about it. Like, yes, she should have the support that she needs, but also underneath that, she still wants to flex for social media. And I know that because that's what I'm doing now with this podcast. I'm flexing for the internet. You're just putting your shit out there. It's like it's a thing for attention. So that's me admitting on some level, I guess I want attention. But so that's why I get to accuse other people of it, because I kind of know what it's like. Like being on this microphone right now, like makes me want to pop off like crazy. But anyways, like this shit about like you just need help or whatever, like can't you just find help quietly? People are like so proud to have panic attacks and shit. Like she's proud. On some level, she's fucking proud. Like if her panic attacks went away, her self-identity would also go away. She wouldn't, like, who is she without the panic attacks? We don't even know. And depending on who this person is, I don't even know. This might be a fucking somebody that really has gone through some shit, but that's what we do here. This is a community. We just talk. We just talk because it's just words. It's just words. There's no need to get like too upset about it or whatever, you know? Anyways, just stop it. Just don't do it. Last week, and by last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever. Last week, 750,000 Americans filed for unemployment. 750,000. Not enough. I say more should be unemployed, honestly. That's what we want, right? With the coronavirus, that's what we want. We want everybody to be safe and stay home. Stay in your home. Because not even one life. Like with the collapse of the economy, the collapse of the American world economy and governments worldwide, one death is not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. We need to shut everything down indefinitely. Shut everything down indefinitely until the most purple-haired, obese, LGBTQ person says otherwise. When that person is comfortable, then we can reopen the economy. But until then, sorry about it. Not one life is not worth it. I mean, it's not like poverty kills people. It's not like poverty puts people in bad situations, right? Speaking of that, somebody we're about to root against now. AMC theaters pretty much they're mad that HBO is starting like their own streaming service. AMC Theaters slams Warner Brothers HBO Max 2021 movies release plan because they're basically going to attack it on two fronts. They're going to be in the theater and they're going to be also streaming it. So people will just stay home and watch it. And AMC knows this. Thus, AMC is mad. But I'm going to say something that's really obvious right now. You guys charge too much. Like, this is not even a joke. Like, dude, like, going to the movies is a fucking $60 affair. Like, the tickets, fuck. Unless you're even the discounts you get if you're military, senior citizen, like, employee, like, you're still spending over $15 a ticket. Usually more. Usually it's closer to like 18 a lot of the times for some new shit. And then on top of that, popcorn, cookie dough bites. The little cookie dough bites you pop into your mouth, fucking delicious. I get them every time. Nachos, cookie dough bites, slushies. The Coke slushie is the best one. The icy, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Fuck you and your regional language lingo. So this is an industry of people that like you can't help but root against. I mean, fuck them. I really don't have any sympathy for them. I'm gonna keep going down the list of this because this shit is good. This shit is good. This shit is people like getting unemployed by droves. And I don't know. I mean, once the fear of coronavirus dies, people are gonna clamor for the economy to get itself back together. But that's why you have to be careful. Like, be careful what you ask for. You really got to be careful what the fuck you ask for because you might get it. And in this case, you fucking got it. You got it. You wanted to shut shit down. Stay home. Wear your I am so sick. Wear your damn mask. Wow. Like, imagine that. Imagine that. Wear your damn mask. Like, you're just yelling at people. Wear your damn mask. You abandoned your son. Your daughter hates you. You let your grandfather, you run red lights. You speed. But it's just like an opportunity for people they just want the high ground. They just want the moral high ground. And I don't know if I've gone over this before, but this is going to be a for sure fucking repeated. In this podcast, in this community, Box of Chocolates, episode 3, and forever and beyond, until it's over, we are against abusing the moral high ground. You can know that you have a better position than somebody. But if it's just like a moral stance or something, like, be careful. Like, what the fuck? Like, be careful what you're trying to be superior about. Because there's something about you that's not good. And if you think that there's not, wow. Walt Disney World is laying off 32,000 employees as COVID-19 numbers rise. 32,000 employees. I just said like 750,000. Now they're laying off 32. This is Disney specifically laying off 32,000. I guess just Disney World. That's a fuckload of employees. First of all, 32,000? God damn. Now, not good enough. Not good enough. I think these layoffs need to go further. We need to start cutting essential services. Defunding the police, disband the police. First of all, Disney World, Disney, this is a gigantic corporation. Lay off ESPN. And what, ABC? Isn't ABC a Disney owned? What else does Disney own? The people who work for their streaming, lay them off too. And we need to talk about cutting essential services as well. We really need to. EMTs, paramedics, firefighters, police officers. We need to just cut all that shit because not even one life is worth it. But yeah, $32,000. I mean, this is the shit that gets me. This is what gets me. Is people will defend these corporations. They'll be like, this is like, This is like this is the part of the podcast where I'm the port. This is the part of the podcast where I educate you on economics. So listen up. Listen. You see this 1-bedroom apartment? I'm about to teach you some shit about economics. It's a nice 1-bedroom though. When people talk about like capitalism and the free market and this and that, like they get really like defensive about big corporations, the banks, Disney. I mean, really, we're talking like the empire, the evil empire. People support them. People support this shit because my favorite part is that they have so many regular people convinced that they're doing it for you. The banks, Pfizer, whoever else, like they've convinced a lot of people that if you do anything that goes against their interests, then you're like a communist or a socialist. People don't even know what that shit means. These titles just have such a negative connotation to them that it's just like, I mean, just to call somebody that, it's like if you call somebody a communist, now they're Joseph Stalin. If you call somebody a socialist, like now the United States is going to turn into Venezuela, where we're like fucking just civil war on every block. And people like take the sides of these fucking corporations. It's really fucking bad with athletes. And like people will take the side, like DeMar DeRozan, John Wall, a fucking Mike Trout, name your sport. Name your sport. Whenever players want more money from a franchise, there does become a point where they're being too greedy. If you have somebody who's on the fucking bench and they want LeBron James money, that's ridiculous. Obviously. But if you got LeBron James asking for LeBron James money, not even, let's use a lesser example. If you have Paul George asking for LeBron James money, it's less, you understand what I'm saying? Like bench player, Paul George, like way up higher than that. If somebody like that is trying to squeeze every dime they can out of an organization, again, use whatever fucking metaphor fits your fucking lifestyle. Don't take the side of the organization. That's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting to take the side of the organization. Because they have all the money. Like, you're taking the side of a billionaire over somebody who's just trying to come up. And like, dude, this shit of like just regular people, fucking high school athletes who, I could have played, or even just, it's just the fucking disgusting. I'm just like, oh, he should shut up and just play and just get paid whatever he gets paid. He's lucky he gets paid even 6 figures to fucking dribble this, throw this fucking bat, swing this bat, kick this ball. It's like nobody wants you. Your skills are replaceable. You understand? Elementary school teachers, high school teachers. This fucking thing just shut off behind me, my AC thing, so I'm very appreciative of that because that shit was loud. But don't you understand? You're not that valuable. I'm here to tell people that they're not that valuable. Most of you. I mean, what the fuck do you do that would put your shit in so much demand that you can't be replaced? There's only so many people who could play in the NFL. There's only so many people who could play in the NBA. You know how many fucking people are walking around with teaching degrees? And doing it badly. Doing it badly. That's the best part. They're doing it badly. But somehow they're doing their job that they hate badly, but they want extreme amounts of compensation for something that's not that hard to do. I could fucking teach second grade. Put me in a classroom. I could fucking do it. Just as good as a lot of other teachers out there. Trust this. Sit down. 2 plus 2 apples. This is how you tell time. 5 apples, 5 apples. 10 apples. Fucking, I mean, I just don't get, like, and not to pick on teachers all that much, although teachers, whatever. Like, you have to understand that most likely what you're doing in life is not that special. But there's no need to feel bad about it. That's the thing. You can do, why does everybody have to feel so fucking special? Why can't you just be like, look in the mirror, oh, I'm pretty regular. But now people look in the mirror and they're like, I deserve LeBron James money. So I'm going to get on Facebook and fucking hop in the comments section and scream that, high level athletes don't deserve that kind of money. They do. Because people want to see it. Nobody wants to watch you teach second grade. They just don't. So the point of what I'm saying is, don't take the side of the corporations, because they'll convince you that you don't want money. They'll convince you that if they somehow give everybody a little extra, that now the economy is going to be fucked. Oh, dude, my favorite thing is when people talk about the fucking stock market. Dude. Like people who don't even own stocks. The economy is doing really well. Have you seen the Dow Jones? Bitch, you can't even explain the Dow Jones. You're just saying shit. You're just repeating whatever you heard on the fucking TV. The economy is, it's really booming right now. You have 5 stocks on Robinhood. Relax. Wow, you got $1,000 in fucking Robinhood investments. Woo! And most people who like talk about the fucking stock market and the economy they don't even have that. They don't even have a stock. My God, what are you even? You're just saying shit. You're just speaking on things that you don't know about. I don't know about them, but that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to say that it's okay. Me and you, we don't know. It's okay. Cause you know how we can get around that. You know what we can do, me and you. We can just live our lives to the best of our ability. It's okay. It's okay not to understand the stock market. When you read up on it a little bit, and you actually have some skin in the fucking game, then be mad. Obviously, you want the country to do well, but the people who are like talking about the stock market's good is just like people on fucking TV. And they somehow convince millions of Americans that that's good for them too. Come on now. You really think they're looking out for your best interest? Dude. The fucking military. There's a retirement plan in the middle, much like anything, right? There's a retirement plan. So basically what they did was they changed the military retirement plan. Starting a few years ago. And what they did was they took basically, let's pretend every month when you retire, you get $1,000 and you get that forever. With this new plan, think about it this way. Every month you get $800, but if you invest in this program called TSP, then what they'll do is they'll match your contributions. So they'll say, okay, we're not going to give you $1,000. We're going to give you like 800 now. But whatever you contributed to this investment program, we're going to give back to you. It's less money. It's less fucking money. Like, there is no such thing. I mean, unless you work for like fucking Google or something. Unless you work for somebody like that, they're really not trying to do you any favors. So the next time you see Goldman Sachs is doing really good on the TV, don't get excited. Just stop. Oh, Goldman Sachs is doing really good. Oh, you work for them? You got stocks with Goldman Sachs? You got Berkshire Hathaway? You're in deep with the Hathaways? Something tells me you're not. Anyway, let me get back to this military retirement plan because this is important. This is what they did. Basically, what they did was they changed the retirement plan so they give you less over a long period of time. So you can retire at 20 years. So let's say you live another fucking 40, right? God willing. Over 40 years, you're gonna make less than you would have under the old plan. So I had the option of switching from the old one to the new one. Nobody did it. Nobody under the old system switched to the new one. You know why? Because it's bullshit. Because government, they're just trying to fuck you. They all are. And this hero worship has got to fucking stop. Of like these public servants, dude. Like, I had a boss one time. Military wears like camouflage or whatever. That's like the uniform of the day. That's considered the casual thing you wear every day. You understand. There's fancy versions of the uniform. The Marines have the fucking button down and the thing, and every branch has theirs. So like in front of senators and stuff in Congress, like military leaders, generals were wearing like the camouflage uniform. And one of my bosses was like, that's not right. In front of those senators and congressmen, you need to be looking your best. Those are supposed to be public servants. But everything's so fucking flipped on its head now that somehow they've become like deities. Like when the senator comes into town, like everybody fucking stops and like sucks their Johnsons. Stop what you're doing. The senators come to town. Everybody fucking stands up and you fucking look your best and everybody's trying to get theirs. Everything's so fucking upside down. It's such bullshit. Oh, this is a good one. Posted by the Shade Room. Who is good? They provide good content. They just they just start the dialogue, which I appreciate that. So this is what they said, and boom, it's right here. Why aren't marriages lasting like our grandparents' generation? Open discussion. Talk to me. This is what as somebody who's been an instigator in life, I love shit like this. You just kind of be like, hey, like abortion, big deal or no big deal, and you just leave the room. You get like a bunch of people from like the Middle East and like a bunch of like, pro-choice people or whatever. You just fucking throw the question out there. Abortion? Yeah, no. And then you just walk out. That's basically what the Shade Room does, which I love. Why aren't marriages lasting like our grandparents' generation? Open discussion, talk to me. The answer is so fucking simple. The answer is very simple. Well, there's probably many ways of looking at it, but it really has a lot to do with religion, I think. Because, like marriage is so sacred or whatever. It's important. Marriage is as important as you think it is. That's the thing. So your grandparents, probably fucking strict Baptists, strict Catholics, strict fucking whatever. Fucking, maybe you're from India and you got an arranged marriage and divorce is like not possible. Maybe you're from another culture where they'll fucking throw rocks at your head if you say you want a divorce. Could you, like, think about being a woman in the 1940s and your husband just comes home and just starts swinging. Like, wow. But you're so, like, trying to be right in the eyes of the Lord that you don't get a divorce. We can just work through it. Let's just read a little Leviticus. Let's just fucking pop Book of John. Fucking whatever. Let's just read a little bit of that, and that's gonna fix it all. I know I rocked your fucking head off last night. I know I fucking cracked you a good one, but don't worry about that. We're gonna read this book. We're gonna read this good book, and it's all gonna be better. Yeah, well, people are less religious these days. In every generation, a little less so. That's why there's nothing holding them together, because people don't have to put up with the bullshit. It's almost like, I mean, what was the year where all of a sudden men started being assholes? Like 1980 or something? You see what I just did there? Things have always been this way for a long time now. There's always been lots of reasons for people to get divorces. They were just so tied by tradition that they never did it. Your grandpa had a side chick, had two, had outside kids. That's why marriages aren't lasting anymore, because people aren't willing to put up with the bullshit. Dude, if my girl cheats on me, it's a wrap. It's over. It's over. Frieza. Like, there's just no way. And I would love if somebody would be like, just hand me the Bible and like just skim through a couple of pages and just fucking move on. Let's pray on it. No. I'm not praying on nothing. Not praying on nothing. It's over. And like, people are just like, and if you think like, oh, people just don't love the dedication, don't confuse. Yeah, you can be, you know what? You're right. It is the dedication. The dedication is to a bad situation has gone away. Fuck all that shit. These women will straight up fucking leave your ass. They'll put up with it for a good amount of time. A lot of women will put themselves through a lot to be with you. But they're going to leave eventually. Or maybe they'll just start cheating on yourself. Like, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to stay tied to a bad situation. Just because you fucking... I don't even know what. I mean, these days, the divorce rate is like what? I mean, everybody gets one, right? Isn't that kind of like the thing? Everybody gets one divorce. Fucking fools. Hold on, I got one more that I want to... I don't know why it's not on here. The fuck? Here we go. Boom. Transgender player debuts in first for Argentina. Via San Carlos striker Mara Gomez became the first transgender woman to play soccer in Argentina on Monday. I mean, my girlfriend looked pretty good. I look at her and I'm like, that's good. But when I saw Mara, I almost broke up with my girlfriend. I was like, wow. This is beauty. This is what a woman... This is a woman. I was like, this is a woman. A real woman. I was like, I was ready to call my girl and just be like, look, I know, like, we've been together and I thought things are going well, but then I just saw this picture of Mara and I was like, no, not anymore. I want a shot at Mara. And if you say Mara is not a woman, and you say she's ugly because you're not allowed to say people are ugly. You are. If you're not allowed to, because you're not allowed to say people are ugly, I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to cancel you. Done. I mean, this woman is just hot as shit. There's just no way around that. I mean, when Caitlyn Jenner came out, I was like, whoa. Woman of the Year? Woman of the Year. I wish I had my podcast back then. That would have been the first thing that would have been brought up. Coffee. I'm going to go. Recently, I went through something. I was drinking a cup a day. Actually, it kind of ended up being like more than a cup a day in some situations. But I was doing that pretty consistently for like a while. And then I stopped. And then at the same time I stopped drinking coffee, I got a tetanus shot. Which pretty much will make you sick, basically. It doesn't give you tetanus, but it prevent fucking tetanus, obviously, but it makes you sick. So it will give you a fever, a headache, and then imagine going through coffee withdrawals on top of that. Dude, I couldn't even like look at anything. My head was fucking banging. My head was banging for like, didn't really know this, but I guess caffeine withdrawals can last like between 2 to 9 days. I had that shit for like 5 days. I swear for like 4 or 5 days I fucking had a headache. I actually took Tylenol. I haven't taken Tylenol in, years. Decades. It's been decades, multiple, since I've taken a fucking Tylenol. But this shit was so bad, I had to fucking take a Tylenol. Which I hated that I gave in like that to fucking what I would consider drugs because I'm a fucking drama queen. But I had to. I had no fucking choice. And I was buying vitamin C and D and I was fucking taking it all in, trying to get myself right. And it did. I think it was mostly the tetanus shot, but doubled up upon caffeine withdrawals. Fucking ass. So, this episode is a little late because, well, I went to Memphis for a little while. Hung out with my girlfriend's family. We had a really good Thanksgiving. Her grandma let me cut the turkey. So, I mean, you can imagine me like sitting there. Well, first of all, her family was welcoming as shit. That's what you get when you're like with down to earth people. They're just like start dapping you up. What's going on? Your name's Mike. My name's fucking blank. And then they're just like welcomed and just everybody says what up to you. Obviously, not everybody's going to be like your best fucking friend, but I wasn't feeling, I didn't feel awkward at all. Like if that was my 4th or 5th time around these people, I probably would have been like super like talking shit, like doing the whole family thing, right? But her grandma let me cut the turkey. That was fucking cool. I never cut the turkey with my own family. There's no family to cut turkey with. I don't have, my grandma isn't, hold on, how long have I been going? There's no family to cut turkey with. My grandma's like out in Puerto Rico. Dude, let me tell you about this fucking conversation. Let me tell you about these absentee grandmas, bro. Love you, grandma. Because I have to. My grandma called me. First of all, she sent me 9 Facebook requests. Not like sent, deleted, sent, deleted. I'm talking about she's made 9 profiles. 9 profiles. And every time I don't know if she's like, just hit fucking remember me, grandma. Like, who's helping you out in Puerto Rico? Like, somebody ain't helping you out. Should have stayed in America. Well, in mainland America, you know? But besides the point. The point is, my grandma sent me 9 fucking Facebook requests. And then she sends me, like, I have her 10th profile, like her first one, I think we're friends. but she probably forgot the login information or whatever. She fucking called me talking about, hey, still calling me gordo, which means fat, chubby, gordo. Gordo, hey gordo, hey Mikey, like, this is your grandma. Like, barely knew it was my grandma when I answered the phone. But when I see that Puerto Rico number come up, it can only be but one person. Hey grandma. First of all, my mom fucking hates her mom. My mom hates my fucking grandma, basically. So it's already like awkward. Like, if my mom hates you, pretty much I hate you too. But I can't bring myself to hate a grandma. So that's where we're at with it. So she's like, dude, the most outdated a grandma can possibly be. It's like she's been in fucking jail for 3 decades. She called me like, hey Mikey, like, are you still with Susie? No, grandma. Haven't been with Susie in like 7 years. Oh, like, your mom says you're going to join the army. My mom did not say that, grandma. I'm not in the army. I'm in the Air Force. Have been in the Air Force for like a long time, 10 years. Oh, just like saying outdated shit. And then I'm just like talking to her, and I don't know if they got a bad connection over there. They keep getting hit by hurricanes and shit. I don't know what her life is like. Like I said, the lead into this was, my family is not close. There is no grandma to tell me to cut the turkey during the holidays. It's just like, she's just super absentee. She doesn't even ask me about my sister, her granddaughter. I mean, she has multiple grandkids because she has 3 kids herself. But she's just like, doesn't even ask about her granddaughter. It's just like so fucked up. I honestly don't even. I was talking to my sister about this. We were having a laugh. My sister was like, I don't even think grandma knows I exist. And I thought about it, and I was like, you might be fucking right. Because my sister is 9 years younger than me. And by the time, like I don't really remember having any interactions with my grandma past like the age of 12. So I know she doesn't, if she don't know shit about me, she really don't know shit about my little sister. Or if not, just has forgotten completely that she exists. Imagine being a grandparent without Alzheimer's. There's nothing wrong with this person's memory. They're just unplugged. Imagine forgetting you have a grandchild. I can't even consider that. It's not like she doesn't have 90 grandchildren. She has enough that she can remember at least, oh yeah, this daughter has 2, my son has whatever, my other daughter has, like, you can at least know that. And that kind of offended me a little bit, like, wow, dude, my grandma. Wow, grandma, like, you're really not gonna fucking ask about your granddaughter? And you know what the juiciest part is about how fucking awkward my family is? It's like they pretend that there's nothing weird going on. Like, hey, this is weird. Like, I have my uncle, really my mom's uncle, my great uncle, whatever. He like hit me up a few years ago, like, hey Mikey, just checking in on you. Like, I know we don't really talk all that much. Like, that's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say is, oh yeah, I know we're not really all that close yet or whatever. We don't talk, but like, just checking on you, hoping, sending back, hey Theo, oh, it's all good. Boom, boom, boom. Like, these people don't even acknowledge. Like, my grandma pretends as if we're close. Like, that's the crazy part. And she's like, I sent you a friend request, gotta accept it. Or like, you should accept it. I'm like, you're gonna make a new fucking Facebook tomorrow. You make a new Facebook every fucking year. You're averaging one new Facebook per year. You understand how fucking weird that is? She doesn't. She's actually not, like I said in my last episode, she's not that old. She's like 36 years older than me. Not that old. Like, there are people older than her working Facebook fucking better than me. So, I mean, I don't know. The point of what I was saying is I have no family with whom to cut turkey with. Just fine. I'm a mom, my sister, life is good, dude. Mom, sister, stepdad, life is good. We were never really like a turkey cutting family anyways. It was more of just like bring dishes. And I don't really come from like a sit down around the thing and we all have fine china. I come from the type of family where it's like we wear jeans on Easter and on Christmas we all go to somebody's shitty apartment and we like lay on their dirty carpet. Like that's like the type of family that I come from. Not my immediate family. Like my mom, sister, and stepdad aren't like that, but like my aunts and uncles, like if you could even call them that. Well, that's another whole other thing. If you could even call them that, it's just like, yeah, that's what we do. Like we go to somebody's shitty apartment and then we all get bad gifts. My aunt, one of my family members got me bod spray like 3 years in a row. Remember when Axe was out? Axe body spray, like the popular one? My aunt didn't even do that. She got me the bod spray, which is like, I'm the only motherfucker I knew that had that. And that's not a flex. That's like, what the fuck? Why do I have this cheap ass shit? But every year she would got it from me. Another family member got me a book, bro. You're on episode 3. Does it seem like I read books? I read fucking articles. You know, I read articles, alright? I'm not reading fucking books. And for you to assume, for this person to assume that I'm reading a book, that I would want to read this book, wow. That I would want to read this book is like, get out of here. Get out. I don't even think it was like wrapped or anything. It's probably just like, there's the book. And don't give me some shit I don't want. Now it's different, but you know, when you're a little kid, it's hard to hide that shit. It's hard to hide that, oh, I hate this fucking gift look, you know? So I'm like looking at this book, and I guess like later on she was freaking out, like, I can't believe I got him a book. That was so stupid. Like, yeah, it was. What kid wants a book? This is not the fucking medieval times. Even in medieval times, they had a little toy that was cut out of wood or something. A little stick, you could fucking pretend it's a sword. Like, what? You got me a book? I don't even remember what the fuck kind of book it was either. Something I probably didn't read. I lied. I did read the book. Hatchet by Paul Song. It was actually pretty good. But that's not the point. The point is, when you give a kid a gift, your goal should for them to open it up and be like, wow, this is a cool, like, even like a little like game, like a little handheld game thing. Oh, fucking solitaire. Like, even that would have been, which is like $5. That's how I know she didn't buy this fucking book. She just had this book, I'm sure, and then just gave it to me. Give me something functional, you know, not a fucking book. Dude, I can talk. Like, I can talk. When you have things to talk about, like certain topics, like, it really can make the time go back. Back to this shit, why aren't marriages lasting like our grandparents' generation? Imagine your grandfather throwing your grandma down the stairs. You want her to stay married? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. I mean, let's just be let's just be honest here. Like, the further back you go, the more men were tossing women around. Like, is that a situation that you want your grandma to be? People would murder. You would murder for your grandmother. Not want her to be in that relationship where your grandfather's fucking doing some of this. Gotta from the gotta come. All right, so this is episode 3. So what I'm gonna do now, stretch. What I'm gonna do now is get this shit right together, and I'm going to try to edit the images into the video so that way you have like a visual reference as what I'm referring to. As usual, I'm not open to feedback unless it's like the lighting is bad, or I'm not open to feedback really when it comes to like content and the things that I say, really. Unless you tell me that you're saying too much, smacking your lips too much, which on the last video I was definitely doing that. Whatever other, like, unless it's like something specifically, unless it's like video quality related content, just the gist of what I'm saying, that's not really open for debate. I'm not going to tell you which parts I'm serious or not serious on. I mean, I think we'll kind of know. You'll kind of know my thoughts. But anyways, this is episode 3. I'm happy with it. The feedback so far has been pretty good. A lot of my friends have been very supportive. I got one of my buddies, I'm going to say his name, Chris. This dude is like unimpressed with anything. Like, oh, this person did something really great. Like, he'll fucking shit all over it. Like, oh, like, you'll bring him something that you're really excited about, and he's like, man, let me tell you why. This is his voice. Man, let me tell you why I don't like it. I'm from Minnesota. Let me tell you why I don't like it. We're very good friends, so I have the leeway to say those kind of things. He was like not bad, and that to me was like, whoa, like this shit must not be trash then. So I'm gonna keep going. I haven't really had anybody. The only complaints that I've gotten so far are like smacking your lips, too long periods of silence or whatever. Which those things I'm open to. So I'm gonna edit the pictures in now. What's going to take a little bit longer is me trying to edit the right intro that I want. I want like something that says box of chocolates, you know, like a bar sign. You turn it on, like a neon bar sign. Obviously, Captain Obvious over here. I want it to be like zzz, 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 box of chocolates, like it's flickering and it's turning on. But for now, I'm just going to keep my little shitty thumbnail and proceed with that. I gotta do box of chocolate and then fade it in and do all this. This shit takes fucking time. Time that I have, but it's just like it would be a lot for me to try to figure all that out right now, or to just do it because I just want to get this episode out because I'm already kind of behind schedule anyways. This shit should have been out during the weekend, Saturday or Sunday sometime. Anyways, that's it. Box of Chocolates, episode 3. Really appreciate anybody listening. Give it a chance. I gotta find a way to get this out just like in audio only. That way people don't have to watch the video, because who the fuck is gonna watch this video for an hour? I don't have the brand or the name where people are gonna do that. I mean, if you're still here, I'm like an hour. Yeah, I'm like almost an hour in. If you're still here, dude, I applaud you. Oh, got my teeth cleaned today. Dentist was like, your teeth are really good. Like, you have perfect teeth or something? I was just like, I thought about my mom, like, growing up. Like, we always went to the dentist twice a year, I think. If not at least once a year. Always went to the dentist, always went to the eye doctor, optometrist, like, all that shit. So kudos to her. Don't get a big head because you will be the target of criticism in other episodes. But for today, kudos to you for raising me to have good habits. But for now, that's it. Box of Chocolates, episode 3.